you go from your family on Monday to your military family on Tuesday to start basic training, and you're thrown in a room with 40 other troops, military troops. And so that's your new family. You're never alone, and they've got a structure. And I went down to basic training again last year just to revisit it and get some perspective of what they do today. And one of the military training instructors said to me, he goes, Larry, he goes, we take advantage of every 5 minutes we possibly can because we are trying to ensure that we have good products going out the door. And so you never have 5 minutes of downtime unless it's, they sit there and say, you know what, you all deserve a break. You all get kind of the next 30 minutes to relax. Go call your mom, go call your dad or whoever, and then back in line, let's go. And so there's really no slowness during that first 6 months. But when you go to tech school, when you go to training, there's a little bit more freedom, right? Because it's a class. It's a 8 to 10 hours, day of school. But then you have, 8 to 10 hours. So you get 14 to 16 hours of downtime plus sleeping and exercising and whatnot that you really have to be in your own mind. So you have phones that you're available anytime you want. You start to get a little bit more homesick. People are telling you what's going on back at home, and you're like, oh, dang, man, I wanted to be at home for Thanksgiving. I wanted to be home for Christmas. And that's when you start getting homesick. So that's why having that buddy, having that ambassador that we call them wingmen, to make sure you can get through those days so that you're not lonely, so you're not, you always have that buddy you can always hang out with prearranged. That was something that was highly important. But the structure of the training was you could be put on disciplinary action for not doing your, not executing the classes right, not getting that good test. And so it's not like school where they were like, all right, you got a C, all right, you got a D, like that's on you. This is military. They're throwing tens of thousands of dollars of training at you, and they want you to do well, and they want you to get it. And so they hold you to those standards like, hey, man, you got a C. That's not good. We got to, you got to raise that up. You got to bring that up because they don't want to see you fail out. Because if they see you fail out, well, they just paid for you to go through basic training. They just, that's tens of thousands of dollars right there. Now they got to sit there and say, okay, so all right, if radio technology is not your thing, what else are we going to throw you into? And that's more money because now they got to ship you somewhere else to have you train on that. And so at some point, the military says, well, you're not cutting it. You're not giving us your all. Their test, their ASVAB test, it says, that you're good in these areas. If they see you not applying yourself, they're going to hold you accountable because they're paying that's their dollars into you. And it's, if you're just kind of slacking, they're going to call you out on it because at the end of the day, that's their money,
I almost wish that our school system, specifically our public school system, would be ran a little bit more like that, where, there's consequences for you not performing, like tangible consequences. I feel like maybe a lot more kids would get a lot more out of their experience if that was in play.
Trust me, it's, yeah, I wish too, man.